Hey CAD friends, it's good to be back. I'm sorry I've been away. I've been moving into a new space, but it's looking pretty good. Chris without CAD is really sad, so it's good to be back into Solidworks, back making projects. And on today's video, we're going to be turning this 3D logo into some 3D printed art for some local streamers. Let's go. Okay, CAD friends, I'm a strong supporter of small businesses and small content creators. They're just normal people like you and I trying to make a living doing something they enjoy. So I always try and shop local, and I always like, comment, and subscribe on my favorite YouTubers' videos. But for a couple of local streamers, I wanted to do something a little bit special. So for Andrew and Emma over at the Playthrough Crew, go check them out on Twitch. I wanted to make them something a little decorative, like a nice little shelf art or desk art. So I'm going to turn their 3D logo into something that I can 3D print. So if you've seen my video on the logo sign, which you should go check out, I turned my logo, my 2D flat logo, into something 3D. This time it's going to be a little bit more challenging because I'm going to be changing a 3D logo into 3D. 4D? You know what I mean. So this is the logo right here. So if you check it out, there's basically just 3 letters, a P, a T, and a C. Can't be that hard. So to start off, we're going to start with the T, because the T looks like it kind of extends all the way through. And then we can kind of slap the P and slap the C on the bottoms and the side, and it should be good. So Solidworks actually makes it easy to draw lettering instead of actually having to draw it out. We have a text sketch. Text sketch, that's what we'll call it. So I'm going to start with a sketch on the right plane, and we're just going to fire up the text sketch, and we're going to choose T. Now we're going to go down here because we want to change the font and what size. We're going to unclick document font and go into here. And I don't know what font they used. I'm going to assume that they used Arial Bold, because Arial Bold looks good. And then for the height, we're going to change this to 2.5 inches because we want roughly, I think we want roughly a 2.5 by 2.5 square, and then we'll kind of figure out how we're going to mount it. So we're going to set that to 2.5, and there we go. We got a 2.5 inch tall T. Now, unfortunately, text is not easy to deal with. You can't just select a side and use coincident mates. Like, you can't use any mates to edges of the sketches. You just have to click OK, and there's this dot. There's the magical dot, and the magical dot is what you use to align text. So we're gonna make some construction geometry here, and then we're just gonna do our best to line this up. So maybe we'll do some construction geometry here, and then we'll do our best to line this bad boy up. And nope, other way. We had it right before. And there you go. That's close enough. From here, we're gonna go to extrude boss, and we don't really know how far we're gonna extrude it. We're gonna have to put the next letter on and then kind of adjust this later. So it's gonna be a lot of back and forth, which is actually what most designs end up being. So for now, we're gonna make this 2.5 inches and call that good. Perfect. So now we got a T. Now we're going to move on to the letter P. So to do that, we're going to start another sketch on this edge of the T, the little phalange, and we're going to, once again, go with a P. And down to font. I'm going to quickly rip through this. It's the same thing, but it's going to be me adjusting the sizes to make this look right, and you don't really need to see that. So I'm going to quickly rip through this. Alright, so there we go, guys. We have the P in there and the T. You can see that I kind of extruded the P a little bit farther out, so I give it an 1/8 of an inch little lip. You can see right here, I give it a little bit of a lip. That's just to kind of make it pop a little bit more. If I made it right flush, I would have to try and paint where that line is. This way it kind of pops out. It'll be easier to paint later. It just kind of looks nice. And then you can see I extruded it all the way back. That's because when we go to set this up, we eventually want this to sit in the air like this on the shelf. We want to nice sitting back, just like the logo is drawn. So in order to do that, we need some sort of support in the back later. So that's why you can see I kind of made it a 1/2 inch, but then I realized I need something all the way back there. So I extended it all the way to the back corner, and then later we'll build our mount off of this back little edge right there. So this is good. The only thing I want to clean up is I don't want the P going all the way through. It doesn't look like that in the logo, plus it's a lot of added material I don't really need. So I'm just going to go in here and I'm going to just clean this up a bit. Looks good. So now we got 2 letters, 1 to go. So this we're just going to start with again a sketch, this time on the bottom face, and we're going to go into text. So again, C. So the problem with this now is it's going to be the C isn't going to be the full 2.5. So you've seen I could do a 2.5 inch tall letter P on the side. Those ones look fine. The bottom's not going to work out that way because it's dependent on how wide that letter P was. See, the 2.5 was how tall it was, but we didn't set how wide that letter P is. So this is going to be a little bit of a guess. We're going to try with this. That looks good. So now, if we look at it, this is what we want. We want it to look with a P, a T, and a C, and we kind of want it to look like this. This is looking good. We want to cut the inside out of this, though, because that looks funny. So, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I tried printing this before I made this video. I did make this model before I make these videos. I do it all the time because I mess up a lot. So I actually tried printing this in this orientation, like so, leaving the C as part of the whole deal, and it didn't work too well. Just adding the support material in here and then trying to take it out and have it clean didn't work that good. So we're actually going to split this into 2 parts. But actually before that, I talked about we wanted to make a mount. So my idea is to have like a little bit of a base, like a little tiny little circular base, and then just have a little post that sticks up and holds the model suspended in the air. So to do that, we're going to use something called 3D sketches. So we want it coming off of this back corner here. So we're going to fire up a 3D sketch. So we're going to go sketch, 3D sketch, and we're going to click on the bottom here. So we're going to start a 3D sketch. We want to start it on this corner. So now you see these, it's not a triad, it's a dyad, because there's 2, is that a thing? Dyad? So these 2 arrows show you what plane you can snap to. So you can actually change these by hitting the tab key. So now I can do what is this? The YZ. So this is in the Y direction, this is in the Z direction. If I tap it again, we got the X direction only. So we can snap to the X plane. But this is what we want. We want the X, or the X and the Z's, because we want to snap one line out here. And then if we start one over here, we want to snap one line out here. Okay, those are good. And then what else we're going to do is we're going to snap one more line, and let's get back to the this perfect. That should be 45 already, but we'll just double check. Oh, come on, get on the inside. Get on the inside. Come on inside. There you go. We want 45 degrees. Perfect. So those are all snapped to now the flat plane right there. That's perfect. All these construction. Make construction. Now we want this coming down this way at a 45. So we're going to add another construction line on here. This so that we can actually get into the right. Oh, sorry, my bad. We want to click on this one, and we want to make a line that goes straight down, and then we're going to make a line that comes back here. So now this one we made sure was in the Y plane only, so it's going straight up and down. All we need to do now is make this a 45, and we should have a perfectly 45, 45, 45, same as this view right here. And that looks perfect. Looks like we're looking straight on to that. I always move my head to look at it. We're moving. We look like we're looking straight onto that arrow, which is exactly what we want. So the sketch is done. We're just going to set this length to, we'll say 1 inch. Perfect. And exit out. So that's good. We have some reference geometry. Now we need to somehow extrude a post along that line. So what we're going to do is we're going to add more reference geometry. We're going to add a reference plane this time. And for our 2 references, we're going to use this point. So that's where the plane is going to be at. And then we need to know what direction that the plane needs to be facing. So we're going to click this one, and then we're going to get a plane that's at that point parallel to, or perpendicular to that line. That's perfect. So now we're going to make a sketch on our newly created plane, and we're going to make this 1/2 inch. No, 1/4 inch. 1/4 inch diameter. Oops, sorry, we're flipped around there. So we're gonna make that 1/4 inch, and then we're gonna extrude boss that up, and we're just gonna do blind. We're just gonna keep going until it matches into there nice. And yep, that lines up into there perfect. Just like that. Add some fillets, make it pretty. There we go. So now we got the little post that's gonna hold it up on a nice angle like so that you can see all the letters. It looks just like the logo. Perfect. So like I mentioned before, I tried printing this, didn't work because it's hard to do this all this overhang stuff and this post sticking out. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna split the model the same as we've done in the logo sign. So if you want to see that again, go check that out. I'll show you how to do that in that video. Otherwise, I'm gonna just skip through this real quickly. It's kind of boring. Let's go. Okay guys, so we have the parts split apart into their own parts, and now I've put them back together into an assembly. So these are how our 2 parts are gonna go together. The only thing we have left is we need some sort of base. I'm gonna show you how I did the base with a simple 1 feature part. So if we go into this new part that we created, we're just gonna do a new sketch. We're gonna start it on the front plane, and we're gonna come out like this. 45 degrees angles are always the nicest, just because they're the most pleasing to the eye. I don't know why. Maybe that's just me. What's your favorite angle? Comment below what your favorite angle is. There we go. I think that looks good. Go back into here. Make this thing floating. Just lined up on here, like that. And we just got to bottom it out. So click on, there's no, okay, we're just gonna make that touch up to the bottom of that. Just like so. Take a look back. There we have it. We have a nice floating logo. You'll be able to see everything. I might shorten up the stem on it because the stem looks a little bit too tall. I think it won't be very strong. So I'm going to shorten that up. We're going to throw it on the printer over here, and we'll get to putting this thing together. Let's go. There we go, guys. It turned out even better than I imagined. And more importantly, Em and Andrew loved it, which is the main point of this whole video. So big shout out to them. Go check out their stream on Twitch at the Playthrough Crew. They're linked below. And if you're looking for a cool logo, Colton, the guy that designed this logo, I've linked his website down below. Go check them out. Again, small content creators. Go support them. Thank you guys for supporting me, and I will see you guys in the next video.